We are now officially past the midway point of the season, finally, as we have an episode that will include our bye week. But before we get into the football portion of this episode, let's preview a little bit of the draft. And today we're going to be doing the defensive back, starting with Carl Greenwood, who's a good athlete with A-man coverage and B-zone coverage, which you really like, but he does have F injury. I've said this before, but Madden 24 F injury scares me much more than it has in any previous Madden, as the floor for injury is so much lower. So, great player, but high risk of injury. Kyle Hamilton, he's a little bit shorter here, but he is a good player. B, man and zone coverage, going to be a late first round pick. He's definitely going to be a draftable kind of corner, but with that height, you think maybe slot corner, and Keontae Simmons has that role now for us? Which brings us to probably my favorite corner in the class, and that's Anthony Torrance, 21 years old, 6'3", does not have the top end speed, but look at the change of direction, agility, acceleration, jumping. Everything is great except for that top end speed, and if it comes in at good rather than solid, I think he'll be really good. And we don't have his true man coverage rating, but considering he has B zone and his archetype is man to man, I do think that will be B man coverage, and so he could be a really good corner. And fun fact, he went to NC State. He played with Jamal Arnaud last season, which brings us to our only non-kind of early corner, and that's Jamal Wilcox, who is not athletic at all. He has A-man coverage, A-press, A-tackle, and is 6'5". That's right, 6'5". Could be a really fun player to take on day 3 of the draft. Definitely going to be more of a specialized player, but would be a really fun player to take. Safety, as you saw, I have nobody on my favorites. The only one that was kind of close was Terrell Ford. But like I said the last episode, I'm trying to not put players that I'm ultimately just never going to take on my board this year. And Terrell Ford, I think he's pretty good, but I'm not going to take him. And so that's why I just excluded him. But he was the only one remotely even close. Had a little chat with the assistant GM who told us to take a look at DeJon Philbin. Haven't done my deep dive into anything offensive yet. That will start with next episode. But taking a look at Philbin, he looks okay at best, maybe. See, he's going to be like an average route runner, which is good, but he just can't catch. Not the best of athletes. I think I'll hold off on putting him on my board for now. But let's get into the simulation episode game here for this episode, and that will be against the Cleveland Browns. Said at the last part of last episode that we were going to be switching to Play 1 Sim 2 just for the rest of this year, because I think we've well established just how much this team sucks already this year, and it will cut off just one episode. It'll be a 8-episode season rather than a 9-episode season. Nice fumble recovery there from Arnaud. We are actually ahead of these Browns right now, and we're gonna pick up a win. All right, our first win in simulation is gonna be on the road against the Browns. I mean, this is a team that was giving my Brooklyn Bulls Madden 23 draft-only franchise problems in like year 3. Very tough team to beat, but here we go out and do it in year 1 of this franchise with a team that's honestly probably the worst I've ever assembled. McCoy was quite good today, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Doug Odom, 5 for 97 and 2 touchdowns. Awesome performance from him. Amani Bo allowed a sack. Warren Owens with the TFL. Jamal Arnaud led us in tackles. No surprise there. No sacks. No picks. Deflections for Simmons, Poole, and Weber. So we've now won one game in simulation and one game that we've played so far this year. Doubling our win total here for the season, which would bring us to the bye week. In last place, we are going to stay grinding here. I'll take any bit of help developing I can get, but that will be -7 stamina for Cowboys week, which we've officially gotten to now. Taking a look at this roster, Zach Martin is the best interior offensive lineman in the game for sure. His abilities are post up and screen protector. Micah Parsons, the best edge rusher in the game as well. Just speed, finesse, rushing. You just can't stop this guy. He's got edge threat, out of my way, and secure tackler, which are really hard to deal with. Jonathan Allen has really awesome abilities as well. He's going to be a tough player to go up against with that 95 power move, 86 block shed. Dak Prescott is an X-Factor quarterback. All of his ratings are pretty much even across the board in the low 90s. He's got some good abilities here. Gutsy Scrambler's good. Inside Deadeye as well. And good extender. So sending DB blitzes isn't going to be super effective against him. Trayvon Diggs, obviously an excellent zone corner with, I think, the highest catching of any DB in the game there at 86. He's got picks, artist, and acrobat, so don't throw it his way. He'll probably pick it off. That's going to be my strategy for this game, pretty much. And speaking of strategy, let's get into our weekly strategy and how I'm going to try to beat these Dallas Cowboys. We've had bad luck going against teams in our division so far this year. Want to try to turn that around, at least have a more respectable game. I guess our second game against the Giants was really close, but our first game against the other two teams in our division were both absolute blowouts, and I want to try to not do that here. I think we're going to defend the medium pass here, and then every week it's going to be run inside because I trust our run more than our pass here in year one. Maybe we'll have different offensive game plans against different teams as the series goes along. But here in year one, I'm just going to tell you, every week, run inside. We need the boost to the run game. Last thing to do before we kick off this game to end the episode will be some upgrades here. Starting off with Jamal Arnott up to an 86 overall. Of course, before the morale hits are there, and the morale is playing a pretty big part here in us being even worse than we honestly should be. Like, everyone's losing 2 to 3 overall right now. A lot of their ratings are down around like 3. Odom not so much because he has been pretty productive this year, so his morale isn't taking quite as big of a hit. But yeah, 2 to 3 overall with a lot of ratings going down 2 or 3. It's tough for a developing team when we're already not good, right? We're developing, but then our ratings are even worse than they are at the beginning of the season when they are low. And I think the best case of that here is Randy McCoy. Like, he's down 3 morale. His accuracies already aren't good, and we keep developing them, but they're going down by 2 or 3 each right now, which just sucks. On the road against the Dallas Cowboys. The first time we faced the other two teams in our division, it did not go well. I think we lost by combined like 110 to 17 to those two teams. Got to break the trend today. Of course, we're going to be in our black unis, as the Cowboys like to wear white at home. But it's not been a pretty sight in the division. Of course, the second time we faced the Cowboys, it was a lot closer. Yet to face the Eagles the second time, and of course, this is our first matchup against the Cowboys. Overall, our division has been very tough this year. That's by design. I like to pick tough divisions for these franchises. So let's just hope we can not let the momentum get out of control early, because once that happens, that's when things spiral out of control this season for our team. Once the other team has full momentum, so let's avoid that as long as we possibly can. Randy McCoy here. Been a tough season for us. 14 touchdowns and 12 picks. He's got to get some accurate throws early on in this game. We got to establish a momentum with this guy, because if not, it's going to be a very, very long afternoon. Try to establish that here, and just instantly on a 5-yard throw. The dude can't throw a crossing route to Odom. He'll throw it to everyone else on the team. I don't know what is up. Why Randy McCoy hates Doug Odom so much is such a mystery to me, man. Only get 1 yard there on that run. Third down. Wide open is Lastly. Third and short for Dallas. The give here is to Davis, who breaks one tackle, and now he's free into our territory to the 29-yard line. Dallas already in field goal range because of that stupid home field ability where you can't punt more than like 30 yards past midfield, which is utterly ridiculous. Prescott on the play action has Gallup. He is to the 1. 1 for 1 for 29 yards already. This game is already going so well for us. Give is in for an easy touchdown. That's Brian Robinson, formerly of the Washington Commanders, now a member of these Dallas Cowboys. And we're already pretty much giving full momentum to the Cowboys on one drive. That's ridiculous. Kershaw gets stuffed by what's his name? The guy that we gave them, Jonathan Allen. Holy crap. 3rd and 11. We're just loading up here. Going deep. And it's caught by Kramer. He shakes off 2 tacklers. And he's into the touchdown. Into the end zone, excuse me, for a touchdown. London Black Knights. We just took a shot. Kramer beats his man. Beats the tacklers. And we tie this game back up. What an awesome play here. Did not see that resulting in a touchdown when I threw it. But just 3 Cowboys just right on by him into the end zone. Niles Kramer, everybody. They're going to go for the 3rd straight handoff to Brian Robinson. And dude, Owens just could not get off that block at all. Prescott to CeeDee Lamb past the sticks. That one is complete for 1st down yardage. 2nd and 2. Stretch give to Robinson. Arnaud brings him down, but he'd already picked up the yardage he needed to get another 1st down. We have not allowed a play of less than 5 yards yet in this game. So that's awesome. Prescott, that is incomplete towards Brandon Cook. He got crunched there. 3rd and 4. Play action. And open over the middle is CeeDee Lamb. Rowland in coverage. Malik Vincent was injured in practice. That's why we're seeing more of Rowland, number 29, this week. But hasn't been a good showcase for so far, that's for sure. 3rd and goal from the 7. Prescott rolling to his left, finding CeeDee Lamb in the end zone. We haven't got a lick of pressure. And that's why we can't get a stop at all. This is pitiful. That is in the wide open Doug Odom. Wasn't a very... It says perfect accuracy. That's BS. He had to totally stop for that ball, but we got the 1st down. 1st quarter winding down. And we're going to get sacked by Micah Parsons. He was screaming off the edge there. Didn't have time to react at all. 3rd and very long. 21 to be exact. Loading up for Odom. He's open and we get him in stride. He's in the end zone. The 2nd long touchdown for us in this game. And London ties it back up. Let's go, dude. Odom just got free off of the press. McCoy just gave it everything he had. Gave him a catchable ball. And it's 14-all, baby. We can't stop a thing, but the offense is making some big plays. How is this game tied? And Dallas still has all that momentum, though. We've scored 2 50-plus yard touchdowns. I'm turning momentum on after this game for the rest of the season. If there's pushback, I might turn it back on for next season. It's way too gimmicky. The whole stupid you can't punt past the 50-yard line for Dallas is crazy stupid. It's just, I don't know. Cool idea, poorly implemented by Madden. Kind of like progressive fatigue. This is going to be a big return for Dallas. No way. What the heck? Ramon Moss cooks us for 6. All right, offense right back out on the field, baby. First down, Kershaw. There's some nice blocking, cutting it up for a first down. It's 10 of his 15 yards right there on one play. Oh my gosh. Jonathan Allen just cooked us there. Lost it too on the very next run. Goodness. 2nd and 12. Kershaw, he has it. Catch and run yardage for another first down. But McCoy, 50% completion for a lot of yards. 1st and 10. Jonathan Allen totally blew up the backfield, but he was too far back. And now Kershaw down with injury. And he's fighting while he's injured. What a G. 2nd down and inches. Odom in motion. He's going to get the carry here. And he got the first down. That was absolutely blown up by the edge rusher. So we had to send it back up and in. 3rd and 7. There's a flag on the play. It's probably hold. I'm just going to throw it away so that they decline it. Nice angle, Madden. Second and 7. They're passing. Prescott. He almost got sacked. Oh, that was so close to a safety. Big tight end. Big package in for Dallas. We almost got there with the sack. Rowland there making the play on the ball. Forces the incompletion. Dallas forced to punt from the 5. We're trying to block it. 2nd and a yard. Kershaw has the first down. I'm just like every play, I'm looking right at Jonathan Allen and trying to avoid him. That's my strategy on run plays. First down. This time we're going to fake the run. We've got Odom. We hit him. He is inside the 10 now. Big game for Odom so far. We missed him on the first throw, but every throw since then has been caught. 1st and goal. Kershaw, you can't avoid him on that play. Holy crap. Doesn't tell me who anybody's icon is, dude. We're running it. Come on, McCoy! He's to the 1! Oh, I thought we had a touchdown run with 53 speed McCoy. 3rd and goal. From the 1, they give to Fowler. And, dude, our offensive line is so trash. That play never works. I was really tempted to go for it here from the 2, obviously, but our offensive line just has not been able to generate any push at all, man. We're getting obliterated on that front, man. Why did I give the Cowboys Jonathan Allen? Because then they have, like, one of the best run stoppers in the entire game and one of the best pass rushers in the entire game on the front 7. I just did that because I enjoy pain, obviously. Prescott rolling out. He finds Cooks. What is our defense doing there? He's been sitting there on a curl. Why are we still like running around him? He's sitting still. 2nd and very short. Dallas sticking with the air here. That's dropped. 3rd and 1. That's a short pass, but it's not gonna be for a completion. Weber, man. He's been good for us, honestly. Normal devs, high 60s overall, whatever it is, dude. The guy comes up and competes. I like him a lot. They left Odom wide open again, and we're going to hit him again. This time out to the 45-yard line. Odom having a massive first half for us. 1st and 10. What is that magnetism pick by Madden? Oh my gosh, it is so blatantly obvious. The magnetism pick. Madden wanted that to be an interception right there. There's no other explanation for the placement of that ball. There's none. This game is so terrible. How? Get this crap out of the game. There's no other explanation. How far did he have to sail this for that to be picked? That is so freaking terrible by this game, man. I honestly cannot believe Madden's 24 is... Please NFL, can we get rid of this exclusive agreement with EA? This company is so terrible at making football games. That's going to be caught for a first down by Brandon Cooks. First and 10, incomplete. Nicely done by Dakota Rich. Second and 10, they picked up that 6-man blitz perfectly. We have 6 one-on-ones. Not one single person can even get remotely close to a win. Dude, this is ridiculous. Their right tackle sucks. The fact that Bobby Lambert hasn't so much as gotten a pressure yet is a huge disappointment. First and 10. Going deep. That's picked. Dude, catch him, please. Swap, split safeties. Thought we could throw it here. And then just the defensive back actually playing the football while the receiver decides not to is just how Madden operates, man. It's a terrible game. Nice job by Dakota Rich again. Second and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys. Throw to the flat. CeeDee Lamb has a first down. Up by 18. They've yet to run the ball this quarter. Just saying. Now 4 consecutive passes to open up the third quarter, up 18. With an empty backfield, it's safe to assume that this will be the 5th consecutive pass, up 18 to start the third quarter. Another first down on it. And after 7 consecutive passes, we see the first run, and it's blown up by Copper. Prescott had forever to throw, and Weber just dropped a pick. 8 passes to 1 run on that 9-play drive by the Cowboys, by the way. Odom underneath has catch and run yardage, spins past 1 guy. Gain of 13. That is caught downfield by Williams. The big plays have been there for us today. Down to the 19. Was kind of some weird quarterback movement there. I didn't want to roll right into Micah Parsons, so I kind of had to go back. It didn't actually look that weird, I guess, in the replay. Third down, 6 yards to go. And we just don't even have time to throw a screen pass. And the Cowboys sign us. They have Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. I just barely noticed this. Down to a 2-score game now, though, with that field goal. Dallas has now passed 9 out of 10 plays here to start this half. Robinson. Absolutely stuffed by Willie Owens on that run play. I know I'm complaining a lot about run-pass ratio, and we're doing a good job stopping the run, but that doesn't mean the team should just give up. Like, how does their lead back not even have 10 carries at this point when they've led by multiple scores this entire game? Not entire game, but for a while now. Prescott had all day to throw, and he finds Cooks up the middle. Going upfield, and now they are in London territory. Give to Brian Robinson, and he has tons of space with Zach Martin in front of him. Arnaud saves a touchdown, but his first and goal from the 4. My goodness. Second and goal, slipping off our tackle, and he's still short though. Arnaud came in for the cleanup. Third and goal from the 1. They are going to pass. Prescott almost ran it in, but decided to give his tight end a shot at it instead. He had whatever he wanted there. 3rd and 7. What a throw. Just what an absolute dot by McCoy. Holy crap. This kid's so good at football. I mean, I can't even believe it. People can punt in Dallas Stadium. Let's not pretend like they can't. What, it's hit the Jumbotron like twice? So all of a sudden, nobody can punt in the stadium. So stupid. That is almost picked by Arnaud. Arnaud has his X Factor activated. That's nice. Dakota... I don't know why I called him Dakota. Dak Prescott for a first down there. 1st and 10, wide open is CeeDee Lamb, dude. Rowland just got cooked. Well, he's got his first playing time today. Yes, he's had a tough matchup against CeeDee Lamb, but has not impressed. Kershaw breaks off 1 tackle. He's got first down yardage. Kramer underneath. He's got catch and run yardage. Tried to make a man miss, but I don't think that's Kramer's strong suit there. Oh my gosh. We just didn't block Micah Parsons. Why Kershaw went so wide on that Texas route is beyond me. He's injured for the 2nd time this game, even though I told the game not to bring him back in. Sick game, dude. They were going to take a sack. I had 2 things that I kind of liked, but I didn't love, and so I was just too hesitant. Nothing was open. I'm also not doing this. But we're down by 29. We're not winning this game. Can we not pretend like we are, please? They pass every flippin' play. Up 29 on their own 10 on 2nd and 3. They're passing. Dude, I hate this team. Dallas is a bunch of scumbags, man. Just have the slightest bit of sportsmanship, why don't you? What the hell was that? And run the ball, please. Oh, I hate this game with everything that I have that contains the ability to hate. TFL for Arnaud. Prescott rolling out. Throwing. Knocked out by Arnaud. Nice play. 3rd and goal. That's it for me with this game. I'm not playing another second of this dog crap game, man. Then, of course, I'm sure McCoy threw another interception, so they scored another touchdown. Dude, this game just is so freaking bad, dude. Odom with his career best game, though, for sure. 7 for 166 and a tutty. He has had, 2 touchdown games before. I'm pretty sure 7's a career high and 166 as well. So, hey, looking on the bright side, Odom balled out today. And McCoy, I mean, he ended up throwing another pick in simulation, which pisses me off. But was around 50% completion, over 300 yards on the day. His probably 2nd best performance after the Carolina game. Of games that we've watched, and simulation is a whole different story. Bo allowed 2 sacks. So it says left tackle, but he plays right for us. So he was guarding, Micah Parsons. Arnaud, 10 tackles, 2 for loss. He was all right. Made a couple plays on the ball as well, as was Keontae Simmons, but no sacks, no picks. Owens also had a TFL. He was nice. It was a user play, but still. Rowland ended up with 2 pass deflections, but he was getting cooked. Otherwise, he was definitely targeted in this game. He hasn't played a lot this year, and Dallas took advantage of it. And of course, we allowed a kickoff return touchdown to Ramon Moss. Not great. So against the Cowboys, we scored more than the other 2 when we faced them for the first time. But we allowed more points than we allowed to Philly. Philly actually tried to run the ball a little bit more, though, once they got a big lead. They also were gifted they also shut us out. So I'd still say out of the 3, now that I've gotten a taste of the 3, the Giants are the most beatable, which I don't think comes as any surprise. We almost beat them in the second game. We had that 2-point conversion to tie it at the very end. The Eagles, I feel pretty dang helpless. The Cowboys, same way. Honestly, they're both, like, even though I'd say the Eagles might be a little bit tougher to beat for me long term, they're also, a lot of their stars are older, so that might change. I wouldn't be surprised if at the height of this series it's the Cowboys that are like the big bad, you know what I mean? Madden loves the Cowboys. They have for the longest of time. The Cowboys have always been one of the best teams in Madden. And they've been a really successful regular season team in real life, so it's not like the worst thing. Do I think it's overblown? I do, by a bit. Kershaw, I told the game to keep him out. They put him back in anyway because the game is trash. Coleman was out, so he wasn't returning kicks for us today, but he'll return kicks when he comes back. Vincent was out this week, as I stated before. So we won't have our running back for the rest of the season, I don't think. He might come back week 18. Ugh. Tough stuff, man. It is tough goings out here. So we've got the Cardinals, the Jaguars, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next episode. I'm not really in love with the idea of playing any of them. Is one of them really bad? Let's see. We might play the Bucs. I could see the Bucs being really bad this year. They are. They're 2-10 right alongside us. The Jets have not yet had their bye. They're 2-11. So right now we're right in that 2 to 3 pick range, maybe even 1, because the Jets have just played one more game than us. Tied for the fewest wins in the league with both the Jets, which is hilarious, by the way. Why are the Jets the worst team in football? Did Aaron Rodgers retire and they're back to Zach Wilson? Even still, that roster's too good to be 2-11 even with Zach Wilson. Bucs isn't super surprising. Got a good defense, but their offense after Tom Brady, they got receivers. That's it. And then us, of course, the worst team in the league by a mile. So yeah, we'll probably play the Bucs because that seems to be the most meaningful game in the next episode. Has probably some impact on our draft pick. If we beat them, they might pick ahead of us. If we lose to them, we probably pick below them. So I think that will be a good thing to. I'm just going to do this now because this is a really dumb scenario, but it gives Odom some XP. So I'll do it. It's Sidney Coleman, dude. Sidney Coleman doesn't even play receiver for us. It's literally our returner. This is very minimal receiver. Dogan gets 2,500 XP for having a career day last week, so that's cool. That's going to be how we end off this episode, though. Another struggle bus, man. Hard to imagine a time when this team actually had a 2-run stretch where we won a game and then lost by only 2 the game after. That is hard to believe that was once this team this season. But that's all I've got for this episode. I'll be back soon with just a couple more episodes to wrap up this first season, and I will see you then.